So I start by drawing. I already put some lines. But let's suppose that here we have our wheels. Okay, so let me put a little bit of the thickness of each wheel. So we have the rear area, the front. Of the base of our car. I'm gonna show it to you. This is just a quick start. Look at this. Do you see? Okay, now let's try to build our sketch. I always draw a sort of a center line, which is this one, okay? Because in this type of perspective, the simple thing to do in order not to make a mistake is to replicate the center line on the exterior part and on the other part. This way we have a very quick perception of our car. After we can make correction, of course, because we are not Giotto, so we must make corrections. I show you. You see, here we have already a sort of body, car body, and now we'll try to do something with this. The center section I have to redraw a little bit because it was not exactly like it should have been. Now I start applying a little bit of line quality so that I can define a little bit better my car. So I start from the windshield. This is an operation where I call let's nail down the car. Let's try to understand what the hell we're doing. Now, if you want, you can turn the page, because you have to find always a very ergonomic position so that you can draw well and have nice lines. If you draw not such a nice position, of course your gesture, it's not gonna be as natural as should be. So we want to look at my arm. My arm is working around this point, okay, around here, and it's not just my wrist, unless I would make little sketches that would look like banana sidecars. The belt line. Now I put this line here so that I can start defining the lower part of the car. So after we know what is really the cast shadow of the car, I'm going to show you now. Can you see? Now we have a better car. Now we know more or less what we'll be doing. Now there is still a little problem around this area, and I'm gonna take care about that. The rest is more or less okay. So this is the ellipse. Should be a little bit more like that. There you go. Now this is the ground part, and this one has to go very horizontal, okay? Okay, now let's see this again. Now what I want to do, I want to try to put some reflections here. We do the same thing around here. Okay, so the section is like that, like that, like that. And here it's going to be more like this, cylinder, like that. A little bit of reflection line here. And once we do this, now I will just add a little bit of front graphics so that we have a little bit of a little bit more design of the car, or an idea about that. This we can make it a little bit darker too, and here we'll make it darker because this is the shadow part, which means a lot darker. What is in the front and what is in the back. Can you see? There you go. You see, I fixed a little bit around here. The line was coming down, so I just lift it up a little bit. I'm gonna add my reflections on the glass, on the side glass. I will shade this, okay? I will do dark, light in the back. Look, dark, light, shaded. It's not just a dark spot. It's gradually going from dark to light. And I do a little bit the same thing also around those spots here. So let's do it. Those are reflections lines. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm gonna do it. There you go. I'm gonna do it a little bit more like that. I'm crossing a little bit to make sure that the shading is coming nice. Okay, I'll do down here too. Okay, now I'll show you. Can you see? Now we have the 3D effect. This part is taking the light because the surface, it's bending toward the sky. This is our cylinder, so it's dark in this area. And this part, it's going again outside, so it's taking the light. That we did this, I'm gonna do a little bit of the shading on the windshield because many people make a mistake there. So I will show you. I just follow, of course, the same section that I put on the center and the same one that I put at the very end, so which means this one. Okay, I'm cleaning up a little bit. You see? And now I'm gonna do it. Wow, that's it. You see, I come back all the way to this point because this is the darkest point. Because this point should be, this one should be as dark as this one. So that we can create a contrast that looks like a mirror. Dark, shading to light, white, and then we have the reflections, okay? And the reflection is black. In this case, because we have a black pencil. If we had a blue pencil, this would be blue. Can you see? Look, we have reflections here. Dark, shading to light, too white, and then our dark spot because it's a reflection of a building in this area, or maybe there is the classical black, rectangular background shape that is reflecting into the windshield. Okay? You see? Okay, so now what I will do, I will add some little details so that we can give an identity to this sketch. After we like it, we don't like it, it's not important. The most important thing that now you see how I constructed my base to make a car. Once I finish this, I can retrace it and make an evolution of it so that we know and we learn, and that I can learn how to make it better, how to change things. So now I put this, you see, I put this, I have to do on the other side. To make sure I don't make it too long, too big or too small, the center line will help me to judge how I'm going to put it on this way, on this side correctly. So here, it should be around here. You see, I put it there. Can you see? It looks okay. Okay, I put other details just to complete. And now I'm gonna do something that shows us a little bit the type of technology that this front light has. Okay? Okay, so we have some LED. You see? We have a LED URL. Okay, now that we did this, we can add some shadow also here, because this part is inside, it's inside, so we have it's in shadow. And we can do this like a sort of background. And that's it. Our sketch is finished. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.